Oh, well, that was a stunning race, though, Barry, the second part of the Barry Sheene Memorial Trophy race. I think we're going to see some highlights in a moment, but have to talk us through that.
Yeah, well, it was cracking. It's all about the start here, these Le Mans start. They really have to get away. The second rider holding the throttle, and it was a brilliant start by Duncan Fitchett, who rocketed away on the 99. Ian Bain, number 14, they eventually came home much further down the order. In fact, they had mechanical problems, but Duncan Fitchett, once he got his head in front, was away. There he was, the number 99. He had a job to do for his teammate, Jeremy McWilliams, and do that job he did. Mike Russell, number 68, started well. Podium yesterday, did not want to throw it away. With him went Mike Spike Edwards, 121, who crashed that G50 yesterday, but was determined to do a better job. Today, Sophie Smith sadly threw her husband's matchless G50 away, but the young French lady, just as calm as ever, only cross with herself and no one else. At the front, though, they began to stretch out. Ian Bain came under pressure from Mick Grant in the early stages. About 10 minutes into the race, Mick Grant, riding like the true veteran and hungry veteran he is, very quickly to move up to 4th place, and that is where they came home when he handed the bike over to Gary Johnson. Out in front, though, McWilliams and Michael Russell, Fitchett and Michael Russell still at it. There was Grant going up to 4th place. At this point in the race, we were rapidly approaching rider changes. Further down the field, there was an awful lot of action, and then one of the riders got it wrong and took away the front wheel of Clive Ling. Clive Ling somersaulting out of the action, mercifully okay, crossed up lines and across Mike Ling, but there you go. That's motorcycle racing. It was a racing incident. Races and battles all the way down the field, and meanwhile that action went on. Number 98, the guy who was involved in that action, Rodney O'Connor, would shortly hand that bike over to 93 world champion Kevin Schwantz, and meanwhile Duncan Fitchett had handed over to Jeremy McWilliams, former 250cc Grand Prix rider and such a regular and a fast regular here. Then Kevin Schwantz climbed aboard, and he was much further down the order, did very well to bring that number 98 Norton, which is the spare bike of Duncan Fitchett, home to 6th place. Played the courteous gentleman, Kevin Schwantz, allowing a fellow competitor out of pit lane first. Meanwhile, James Hayden, anxious, absolutely biting his fingernails, as Michael Rutter climbed on board of Michael Russell's bike, and then Rutter set about consolidating that result and bringing it home to a podium, which is what he did. They were absolutely flying. It was a great result for them. James Hayden chased hard after the race leader. Couldn't do anything about the overall, but what James Hayden could do was win the race today. And I know James Hayden, he would not settle for 2nd place if at all possible, and he certainly didn't. He pushed, he made a sweeping move round the outside of Jeremy McWilliams. Another brave lunge again as they came down towards the chicane, and it just got better and better and better. Hayden then at that point took half of the chicane banner with him, only to shake it off, get rid of it. There's presence of mind for you. The fact that he threw it at Jeremy McWilliams might well have contributed to his ultimate victory, but on the last lap, it was daggers drawn, all to play for. Could Hayden do it? He'd have to do it on the brakes. On the brakes, he went through underneath. McWilliams had no answer. It was all then about the sprint to the chicane, and it came mighty close. Very close indeed. No room for two. Hayden got the verdict, and on the sprint to the line, a look over the shoulder brought him home safely. But McWilliams and Duncan Fitchett, number 99, took overall victory, but it was a moral race 2 win for James Hayden. Brilliant stuff, breathtaking stuff.